Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Colby from Sanitarian Productions. We're back again with another action figure review. In this episode, we're taking a look at the WWE Superstars number 43, Natalya. Very cool looking figure here. Natalya is one of my favorite characters currently on the show, so thumbs up for that. Very nice looking packaging here. Has a nice picture of Natalya there on the side. Nice kind of blue and orange kind of flavored packaging here. So I'm really liking this Superstar packaging here. The figure itself, looking at it in the package, I'm not so sure what to think about it here. But I'm going to get that glare off of there. Yeah, flipping it over to the back here, we get the extended bit of that photo there with her signature here on the side here. We get a couple of the other figures in the line here. We've got Batista, El Torito, The Big Show, Roman Reigns, and Sin Cara, as well as the two Raw and SmackDown Superstar rings. Very cool. So this one came out in 2014, so very nice there. Flipping it over back to the front here, we're going to go ahead and dive into this thing here. I guess I'm a little bit biased at this point because I recently did the Elite Series Natalya figure. Go check out our previous videos to see that one. But that was just really an outstanding figure, so I got to remember that this one came out a few years before that one. So... And this is also basically the Basics line. Is that right? Basically the Basics. It's what became the Basics line. So it's not quite going to be up to the same standards as that Elite figure. So know that going in, and hopefully things will be smooth. But here we have the actual figureless card here. I am actually pretty impressed with this packaging here. So... anyways, we're going to toss that to the side for right now and go ahead and pull Miss Natalya out of the package. There we go. Toss that to the side as well, and let's zoom in here and take a little closer look at the figure. Make a small adjustment to the camera. Right there, looks pretty good. So out of the packaging here, the figure itself looks pretty decent. First impressions though is I'm not a fan of this particular head sculpt. Yeah, that just really doesn't look like her at all. It's a fairly decent representation, I'm sure, but yeah, the head sculpt is just off on this one here. So, anyways, it is kind of the Basics figure here. So, all the details are just painted on. There's not really a whole lot going on except on the boots. And those are basically the standard boots that have basically just the shin guards sculpted into them. And a little bit of detailing on the actual shoes themselves. But not a whole lot going on there. Some nice paint apps though all around, so very cool there. Nice hair sculpt. They got the nice pink highlights going on in there, so that is very cool. All in all, not a bad looking figure, except for the head sculpt. For whatever reason, that looks more like a Charlotte head sculpt than it does Natalya. So I don't know if maybe they reused that or what, but... just off enough to make it not work too well for me. Looking at Articulation though, the hair itself is that kind of soft plastic there, so it kind of moves out of the way there, but it does somewhat hinder the left and right motion here. It is kind of hard to get her to turn her head left and right, but she does have quite a bit of up and down motion. She can even tilt her head to the side a little bit there, so not too bad. We have the standard ball and swivel there at the shoulder joints. Standard swivel at the top of the biceps there. Some decent definition in her arms. Standard single elbow joint. Standard swivel at the wrist. We do have the kind of standard chest ab crunch thing going on there. It doesn't twist too much. We've had a few of these that have had a little bit of twist, but the ab crunch itself works pretty well there. Standard swivel at the waist. We have the standard ball and swivel joints at the hips and the waist there also. These things are always a little bit iffy. Some of them work really well, some of them just get really stiff. So they only go back about that far. They go forward that far, which is really good. Looks like we've got a little bit of paint wear happening right there. Not too bad. And they open up about that wide, so you might can play with it a little bit and get it to go a little bit further. Just loosen up that joint a little bit, but usually doesn't go too much wider than that anyways. We do have a standard twist there at the top of the thigh. Nice little overlap for the paint there. We have a standard single knee joint. We have a twist at the top of the boot. And the standard rocker kind of thing there at the ankle. So all in all, not bad. It's kind of the standard articulation that you'd expect out of this particular line. So nothing terribly amazing and nothing terribly disappointing either. Most of the time, unless you're brand new to the line, you kind of know what these basic figures are going to do for you. But it still looks pretty good. The paint apps are really nice. I like this particular costume. There's no paint slop or anything like that. We do have some nice kind of silver highlights there on the belt. I do prefer sculpted details, but you know, considering those are just painted on there, that is actually a really nice job of that. So yeah, it's not bad at all. So again, I am a little bit biased towards that Elite Natalya figure, but this one's a pretty stand-up figure, especially if you can get past the head sculpt. It's a good stand-in if you don't already have a better head sculpt, and it's nice to get this particular version of her costume. So that's all the time we've got for today, so thanks for watching. Drop some comments down below. Let us know what you think of this Natalya figure. How does it stack up in your mind to some of the other releases from Natalya herself? Yeah, do you like this particular figure? Do you like the actual deco, the costume on this figure? Again, not too crazy about the head sculpt, but past that, it's a pretty nice, decent, basic figure here. So anyways, if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Give us a thumbs up, a thumbs down. Drop some comments down below. Let us know what you're thinking about. If you'd like to see anything specific reviewed in the future, let me know that in the comment section as well. I'll do what I can to get it out in front of y'all. And until next time,